Let's start the session. Today's session is about, we have chosen the topic before versus after proven ROI from Zoho CRM plus a workplace integration. This is the topic for today that we have chosen. So this is the agenda. The agenda for today's session is first introduction to the topic. We want to first explain why we chose this topic in the first place. So we will be explaining why this topic was chosen, and then the problem. We'll be pinpointing some of the pain points that is there with disconnected systems and how we are posing this integration as a solution for the same will be discussed. And then we will also talk about use cases. So for us to easily understand, we'll be bringing in examples for you to easily relate and understand how the integration will be really beneficial. And then we will show you live demo of how the integration can be done as well. And then we will be talking about the ROI breakdown. Okay, so by doing this particular integration, what do we achieve? What is the ROI? What is the return of investment? Both mentally and with financial aspects, how do we get the ROI will be discussed as well. Okay. And then you have the Q&A segment. During the section itself, you can ask questions, but at the end of the segment as well, we have a dedicated Q&A segment. Even then you can post your questions. Okay. Now, why this topic? Why did we choose this particular topic? Is that when you use applications which are disconnected, take any organization, any business, we will use a lot of application on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so when we choose an application, we will always choose application which is best in the market. And when we choose multiple application, all those applications might be from different vendors, and they may be best in what they do, but they may not be connected with each other. Okay, now this plays a huge role. In today's environment, we are adapted to use a lot of applications now, but are we really concentrating on how efficiently those applications talk to each other? We mostly don't, isn't it? That's exactly why we wanted to take this topic, where we want to show you that disconnected tools are ones that are going to bring up undesired outcomes. Okay, we will see examples, we will see cases where this happens. Okay, and if you are able to relate to this particular scenario and examples, I suppose it is highly required that you change to an ecosystem where the tools are interconnected and you're able to efficiently work with the same. Okay, that's exactly why we have chosen this topic. And now let's see the reality. Okay, so here again, as I told you, take any small business or medium-sized business, for example, you will be having a sales team who will be using CRM or at least a spreadsheet where they can note down all the leads, customers, users, etc., for them to have a track of the same, right? And then you have a support person who handles the customer queries, right? That will be over a chat that you can do. So this will be a different application altogether where you can chat with the person, and whoever you assigned may not use the same application. They may use individual applications as well to chat, right? So whichever is preferable for the customer or for the user, they might use such chatting application to chat with the customer. Then for a marketing team, for them to have these assets saved, like a file or a folder or a presentation or even a writer, if they want to save such documents or a spreadsheet, etc., they might use a cloud storage platform. Maybe they will save it in their own personal cloud storage platform, or rather they will, just download it and send it via chat or mail, and then they save it that way as well. So as the next point suggests, documents live in multiple folders and inboxes. I'm sure we would have come across a situation when we will be searching for a document. Rather than searching for a centralized system or an environment, we will search in our emails. I remember sending it to this client. It must be in this email, this chat. So it lives in different platforms, but not in the right place. So we did not streamline that. In that case, that might also happen where we come across a scenario where we search for a file or a folder in different platforms. And then teams jump between tabs, tools, threads. This usually happens if we are adapted to use a lot of applications together. Okay, but in reality, when we are switching between a lot of applications, it's going to be quite exhaustive, even to our peace of mind when we start to work on a deal, for example. Okay, when we switch between a lot of application and then remembering what we saw in each of these applications could be quite exhausting. That's what is going to be resulted if you are using different tabs, different tools, different threads all together at once. This is going to kill our productivity. And we wanted to lay down some important and significant points we have to take into account when we are having disconnected systems. Okay. First goes inefficient workflow. Okay. I'll give you examples. Let's say you are trying to create a proposal, and then once after you create that, you are sending it via an email. Okay. And then you later made some changes to the proposal, and then since this email and the storage platform is not linked, you're having to download it and then send it back again. So always this downloading and uploading is becoming a habit itself, and it also requires your local storage now, isn't it? This workflow is not the best workflow. And maybe let's take another example. Let's say you have written some information about a customer in a spreadsheet or something, okay? And later you had a chat with them, or you've sent an email. You had different exchanges happening with that customer, but that is not recorded in the spreadsheet. You've forgotten to do that, or somewhere it got missed. So somebody else, when they are trying to take up this particular customer or client, take responsibility for them, they will not know what is going on with the particular customer itself. Now, this is again a weak workflow. Delayed communication. Delayed communication usually happens when you're having to switch between applications to gather information, okay? Because your chat application does not talk to your mail application does not talk to your storage application does not talk to your tools like CRM, customer-specific applications. So when this happens, there is a delayed communication because you need time to set your context right, to get all the information before you give an answer to the customer. And this happens majorly because of the disconnected tools. Fragmented data. As I already gave you an example, the proposal being sent in a mail or a chat. So these are available in different platforms now, and we are actually unsure where the latest version is available itself. And that's fragmented data, where we ourselves are confused where the latest version is available. Loss of context. Loss of context, as we already discussed, where if you have done a communication with a customer outside a particular platform, is it being logged in the previous platform wherever the details are available, where the original details of the customer was imparted? Are they all available in this platform? If it is not, then disconnected tools are going to lead you to a state where you lost the context of the particular customer itself. Or later, maybe we can also take this example where the customer comes back to you after a year, okay, and they ask you for the same proposal that you gave. Maybe if they're contacting you via a different platform altogether, you will have to search if the person has already spoken to you. If yes, in which platform? What was the proposal shared with them? Is there any changes to that? Is there any policy being implemented that you have to rework on the proposal? So this is going to again take a lot of time because this client was not maintained in a centralized platform where all the tools were talking to each other. This is what loss of context can cost you. Then we have slow lead response time. As I've listed all of these small things earlier, this can actually lead to slow lead response time because we do not have the right information at the right time to send the right reply. So all of this can actually look very small because we may have been working very hard in a way that we feel I have gotten used to using all of these applications now. I've become a pro of that. That is us always, isn't it? Even if it is tough, we will thrive. We will try to work hard and make it work. This has always been us. So we don't want to phrase this disconnected system as a bad setup, okay? Because we are always inclined towards making it work. But let's say we are giving you apps which talk to each other. Let's explore how it works. And if you feel that, yes, this can really help me improve my productivity, and this is going to really help me to improve my lead response time and also increase my efficiency, let's give it a try. That's what we're trying to achieve in this particular segment. Now, how are we going to achieve that? By bridging CRM with your workplace apps. Okay, we feel workplace app is a bundle. Okay, it contains all the collaboration, communication, and productivity tools that a business needs. And if such a strong bundle is going to join hands with CRM, how powerful it is going to be. That is what we want to bring it to the table. Now, for us to understand how this integration works and how this integration can be beneficial, we have to start from scratch. Okay. There could be audience in this particular webinar who may not be much aware of what is a workplace bundle. Okay, so I'm going to explain what Workplace Bundle is, what are all the application it contains, and few significant points about each of those apps. Okay, and then we will move on to the CRM capabilities. Okay, you may be using a different CRM, or maybe if you are using CRM itself, you might get few extra insights in this particular segment. Okay, so we will be talking about the CRM capabilities, and then we will move on to the integration part. Okay, shall we do that? Now, let's see Zoho Workplace. Now, when we talk about Zoho Workplace, it is a unified productivity suite. Okay, it contains about 9 different applications. Okay, all of them are quite interconnected. You wouldn't even realize you're switching from one platform to another. It is that seamless. Here, when we talk about these 9 different applications, we'd like to split them into 3 different suites. Okay, Mail Suite, Office Suite, and Communication Suite. Mail has its own calendar, task, notes, etc. And Office Suite has all the Office editor applications, such as you have documents to create your documents, you have your spreadsheets, and then you also have your presentation that you can create. You also have a file management tool, cloud-based file management tool is available. Then we have Communication Suite for you to make your audio calls, video calls, screen sharing sessions, to conduct meetings. For all of this, we have the Communication Suite. And we also have the new addition, Zoho Vault, to our bundle, where if you want to save all of your passwords in cloud, you also have Zoho Vault for that. So this is the entirety of the bundle, and we're going to brush through all of the apps and see some significant points and then give it to CRM team. Here, when we talk about Zoho Mail, we already know how an email platform would work. Okay, so I'm not going to spend time on how this is going to work, but rather just point out what is unique about this product. Okay, when we talk about Zoho Mail has a lot of collaborative tools. It doesn't really make you feel like you're working on an official email environment. Okay, here we have Streams. Streams is like a social media kind of a platform where you can post, you can comment, you can like, etc. That is available within the Zoho Mail application itself. And here again, you also have email sharing, draft sharing available, where you can share an entire draft or an email or even your entire mailbox to your colleague, let them comment, let them even handle your emails behalf of you. So these collaborations are available, so you don't feel alone working with your emails. You can collaborate, you can do a teamwork with your account itself. That's achievable in Zoho Mail. And we also have n number of security features. If you are very, very keen on the security features, you don't have to worry about it. We have n number of security protocols followed, and we will ensure that none of your data leaks at any point in time. Then we have Zoho Calendar. So when we talk about collaboration suite, we can never leave out calendar, isn't it? So we have calendar for you to create your personal calendars, group calendars, app calendars, etc. And since we are focusing on this integration between CRM and Zoho Workplace, you can also add your CRM calendar. Let's say you have a calendar specific in Zoho CRM. Okay, you can also add that particular calendar here, and you can sync and work as well. So when you do that, whatever changes you make here will be reflected there, and same goes vice versa. And if you want to delegate in work, let somebody else take care of your calendar, you can also do that. You can let them delegate, you can let them to make any edits to your calendar, even take care of your calendar entirely. That can be achieved using Zoho Calendar. You get to also embed your calendar in your websites. Zoho To Do is your task management tool. So if you are working with your task and you want a portal where you can maintain a log of the same, where you want to see the progression of your task, Zoho To Do is the right app for you. Here, you can create your task, you can manage them, you can create a group task, you can assign tasks for people as well. And as and when they finish, as you can see here, you have an open, that is a status, they can close it, they can say in progress, in review, etc. Okay, and an advantage is, you will have this task management tool in a lot of applications in Zoho. Okay, let's say you have created one in Zoho CRM as well. Okay, and you've created one here in Zoho To Do. Would you be able to manage them together? Of course, yes. In Zoho To Do, you have a unified view available. Okay, can you see on the left pane, you have a unified view written there. So there, when you click, you will be able to manage your task across Zoho applications as well. You can see your Zoho projects tasks, Zoho desk tasks, connect tasks, CRM tasks, etc. All of that will be available under one unified view in Zoho Mail's To Do option. Then we have Zoho Click. If you would like to chat, if you would like to communicate with your colleagues, Zoho Click is the right app for you. Here you can do audio calls, video calls, screen sharing sessions. You can record your audio, record your video, record screen sharing. You can share it as well. And here you can fetch files from your local files to your cloud-based storage files, and you can share with them. Okay. So whatever you can imagine in a chatting application, it is already available here. Okay. Just think about a chatting application you already use. Okay. I suppose few options come to your mind. Those are all available here in Zoho Click already. And this is specific for organization purposes. Okay. Because here, let's say a person has left the organization, the data will be completely removed. The person will not have access to those data anymore. That's the difference between using any chatting application and a company-based or an organization-based chatting application. Then we have Zoho Workdrive. So here in Zoho Workdrive, this is the cloud-based storage application, okay, file management tool where you get to store your files and folders, okay. Here the major advantage is you get to easily search for your files. Let's say you remember a keyword in an image, okay, and you're searching for that image. You can literally write whatever's there in the image and immediately the image will be fetched for you. So the search engine, the search option is that powerful. And also apart from that, you have your My Folder, Team folder. You get to collaborate with folders as well. You can give them different access. Granular accesses can be given. Okay, you can only let them to see, let them edit and share, etc. That can also be achieved using Zoho Workdrive. And then we have Zoho Writer for you to create your documents. Okay, if you want to bring out the writer in you, write a blog, article, etc., you can use the Writer application. And here you have all the formatting options available, and you also have the AI available. Okay, we have our own integrated AI, which will let you to understand if there is plagiarism, if the document is readable, how the readability of the document is, and if there's any grammar errors, spelling errors. And apart from that, we also have the open AI integration, which you can use in order for you to create content as well. Okay, you don't have to go to an AI tool for that. Right within the Writer application, you get to use prompts, and then you can bring in content and you can tweak and create your fine document as well. Zoho Sheet is your spreadsheet application where you can incorporate your data, and all of the formatting options are available here. Here again, the AI is available. Let's say if you want to create a table or if you want to create a chart, okay, you just have to drag a set of data, and then the AI can be used to create a chart as well automatically. That can be done. And you also have formulas available if you want to use formulas. And when I talk about Writer, Sheet, and Show, all three applications can be shared, it can be collaborated and worked on. Okay, even if you're doing an external share. Okay, external as in the person not within your organization. Okay, if you're doing an external share as well, you can let them edit your documents. You have Zoho Show available. This is your presentation application for you to create your presentations. Okay, you can create it as appealing as possible using our gallery. We have our own theme. We have our own slides, we have our own templates. You can use all of them and you can create your presentations. Okay, if you are wondering, I have created a presentation or a document or a spreadsheet outside Zoho applications in a different application. Will I be able to add that here and edit? Yes, you will be able to do that. Next, we have Zoho Meeting. Here in Zoho Meeting, if you want to conduct meetings, you shall very well do that for your internal and external participants, okay? And speciality of a meeting platform is here you get to have breakout rooms, okay? Where you have focused discussions, okay? Let's say we are all in one meeting platform now. Let's say I want to bring my colleague outside the meeting platform and discuss something there, okay? Since we are all in the hybrid environment, I don't want to call them, but rather in the meeting platform itself, I can set up a breakout room where specific audience can go to one room and the rest will be in the meeting as well. There is two different split in the same meeting. All right. So that's Zoho Meeting. It is also available here. Then we have Zoho Connect. Zoho Connect is your social intranet, okay, for your company. Here, as you can see, this is an entirely a social media kind of a platform only. Okay, so we have to change the way we communicate with our organization members. Okay, not all the time people will want to talk via emails because we are working in an environment where they are not all the same age group, right? We are working with a multi-age group people, and the workforce is designed that way where people have different way of perception with the information brought to them or with the format of information brought to them. So it is highly important we adapt to the latest technology. The latest technology is social media, right? Where you get to see all of the information in feed-wise manner, because that is creating more engagement and also bringing in more attention. That's why it is designed in certain way. And that is exactly what's incorporated in the Zoho Connect as well. Here you get to scroll down, you get to see all the information via in the format of feeds. Okay, you get to like them, comment them, share them, etc. So you can use this inside your company just for the purpose of the company. Then we have Zoho Vault available. Okay, here in Zoho Vault, you can save all of your important passwords. Okay, this is quite important because passwords are the first security to your account itself. If somebody is trying to breach, if they know your password, it is pretty easy for them to breach. So create a very strong password. Don't worry about remembering it. So you can save all of your passwords in a password manager, that is Zoho Vault. Okay, here when you save it, okay, don't worry about the password getting leaked or anything, because we will not save your password even in a server. Okay, and we can retrieve certain passwords of yours. What sorts of passwords? Those which you've shared. Okay, if you shared a password, if you've created a shared password, those passwords will be retrieved for you. But if you've created personal passwords, even we will not retrieve it, because for security purposes, we don't want to have access to those passwords of yours. Okay, that's what Zoho Vault is, which is a very promising solution for you to save all of your passwords. Now we have explained or given you a gist of all the apps that Zoho Workplace Bundle has. And this is the unified experience, which is the power point or the power factor of this particular application. Why? Is because all of the application I mentioned now, okay, it is already available, and it is not just a module, but it is the best that is available in the market itself. Okay, it competes with the best what is there in the market. Now, even more advantages or significant point is that all of them are tightly integrated. Okay, when you open the application itself, you will be able to see this dashboard. Okay, where you'll be able to see each and every application and the latest updates of the same. So when you're able to get a view of this, you don't have to worry about switching between application, because you already have the latest updates. You can choose to delve into which of the applications you want. By seeing the updates, you can also plan your day wisely. That is the unified experience that Zoho Workplace can promise you. Now, since we have discussed about Zoho Workplace, I'd like to give it to the CRM team.
Hello everyone, I'm Diksha. I'm from the Zoho CRM team. Just so that I can proceed further, is everybody able to see my screen? Can you just give me a thumbs up? All right, thank you so much. So thanks again, Priyanka, for setting the pace for this presentation, giving such a comprehensive overview about Zoho Workplace. So let's talk about Zoho CRM now. So we all know Zoho CRM is a powerful platform that helps business drive smarter sales, deliver seamless customer experience, and scale effortlessly. It lets you manage all of your leads, automate tasks, and build lasting customer relationships all in one place. So in today's session, where we are going to be understanding what Zoho CRM, so anybody who is pretty new to what Zoho CRM is, so I'm just going to tell a couple of things about what Zoho CRM can do inside the CRM, and what are all functionalities you can go ahead and proceed further with Zoho CRM, and then we'll go ahead and delve into Zoho Workplace integration part. Right? All right. So CRM is a smart application. So now it is actually powered by AI. So we can actually have AI powered insights that gives us deep insights, automates your workflows, helps you deliver personalized customer's journey. It is going to bring your entire team together and for better collaboration tools, and unifies customer data all in one place. So you can work smarter, respond faster, and also grow stronger as well. Now let's understand what makes CRM different. So we all know that there are so many CRM applications in the market right now. So what is different? So with over 20 years of experience, Zoho CRM understand what any growing business really needs. So we need faster implementation. So CRM gets started with 50% faster with CRM that is easy to implement, no longer waits or complex rollouts. You can connect with other applications seamlessly. We have Marketplace, which helps you connecting with over 1,000+ applications so that your CRM fits right into your existing tools and workflows. You can reach out to your customers across multiple channels. So not just the conventional way of emails and phone. You can connect your CRM with any kind of social media application like Twitter or Facebook. You can go and connect it with your website, social media, live chat, and many more. All of that in one place, even when your team is remote. Now, CRM tailored to fit your business needs. So you can customize your interface, embed your team's favorite applications, and scale your CRM as your business grows with the flexible pricing and features available. Do you know our Zoho CRM mobile application is one of the top rated in the market? It is built for field teams, on-the-go updates, and real-time decision making. So all of these are some of the elements that makes CRM different. So because of which, CRM helps you build better customer relationships by keeping every interaction that you're having with your customers organized and accessible. It boosts the productivity through automations, helping your teams work smarter, not harder. With real-time data insights, you can make smarter decisions. You can go ahead and close your deals faster and generate more revenue. It also lets you personalize every customer's journey because not all the customers are same. You have to be loyal to your customers and create their own personalized journey. CRM is going to help you with the same. By streamlining your sales process, it reduces your sales cycle with consistent follow-ups, and also it helps you improve customer retention. So overall, just by working with the customers is not enough. Retaining customers actually harder than actually getting new customers. So CRM is going to help you with improving customer retention and reducing your overall sales cycle. So all of these activities can be done using Zoho CRM. Now, apart from that, let's talk about some of the key differentiators which sets CRM apart from any other CRM which is available in the marketplace. So as I told earlier, CRM is omni-channel support. What that means is you can reach and respond to your customers in real time across multiple channels, be it email, be it social media, be it live chat, web forms, many more, all within a single platform. You can go ahead and personalize your CRM interface itself. So using our no-code simple drag and drop editor, which is called Canvas, you can go ahead and edit your complete CRM and just get rid of all of that monotonous form looking kind of screen. You can go ahead and put colors, make it as aesthetic as possible. You can go ahead and change and get your creativity out there. So you can go ahead and personalize your CRM's UI that way, the way you look at customers' data. In-depth makes faster and smarter decisions with built-in analytics that gives you deep, actionable insights into your sales and performances. Zoho has our own conversational AI, which is Zia. It is going to help you with managing data, automate tasks, predict sales, and even spot any kind of anomalies, saving your time and boosting your accuracy in the future. Lastly, there are two very important process management applications available in Zoho. One of them is Blueprints. Using Blueprints, you can go ahead and build a structured, repeatable, and scalable sales process tailored to each of your team's exact needs. And using command centers, it helps you map the entire customer journey and ensures every touch point is timely and relevant on brand. So these are some of the key differentiators that we have in Zoho CRM. And to sum it all, these are all the capabilities, or we can do so many of that in Zoho CRM. Now let's talk about Zoho CRM and Workplace integration. So why do we need the integration in the first place? Well, integrating CRM and Workplace brings everything your teams needs in one connected space. You get a centralized communication, access emails, chats, updates without kind of switching any kind of tabs. With the calendar sync, you can go ahead and sync your meetings, your tasks, any kind of follow-ups that you're getting. You can stay perfectly aligned. You're not forgetting anything. So even if you are on another application, you get a reminder every time you have a meeting or a task that needs to be done. We have document management, which becomes seamless, so lets you store, share, and access files directly from the CRM itself. You can enjoy real-time collaboration with your team through Zoho Click and shared notes. And most importantly, all of this adds up to improved productivity. So your team can focus more on selling and less on switching between tools. Now, let me go through a use case that I've taken for today. So to understand all of this much better, having a use case would be a greater option, right? So I've taken a use case of a travel industry. So let's talk about Zilker Travels. So what Zilker Travels does is, so this is the customer inquiry details that they get. So usually they take business proposals or kind of tour packages all across the world, be it domestic or international. So now with the domestic, what they do is any kind of inquiries. I like to switch to my test account right here. So this is what the website might look like. So this is what the website looks like. So anybody who comes on the website, they can come from various sources. Since this website was posted on social media as well, so anybody who is on social media can be redirected to this particular website. And if anybody wants to choose any kind of travel package, they can go ahead and fill in this particular form right here, and that goes straight into the CRM. So just an insight, all of this was also built on Zoho applications. This was built on Zoho sites, and this form is also built on Zoho Forms. And we have web forms and CRM as well. So if you'd like to have that also, so that option is also available. So if somebody comes on the website, they can fill in all the information, and that goes straight into the CRM. So now going back, let's understand one of the customer's inquiry. Let's suppose there is a customer who's come on the website looking for a corporate international package for about 7 people, and the duration is going to be 3 days and 2 nights. The budget seems mid-range, flight, yes, hotel, yes, and all of these are the particular requirements. So let's suppose they come inside the particular CRM. So how do we go about managing all of their applications, or how do we manage the customer to provide them a seamless customer experience is what is all about, right? So as I mentioned the flow, just imagine we are capturing this particular information from Zoho Forms, and that goes straight into Zoho Writer, where we can go ahead and draft a proposal for the customer about what kind of package that they have gone for and what they can expect, what comes within that particular package. All of these things can be drafted in a single application called Zoho Writer, where multiple people can collaborate and go ahead and put their inputs. And then further, using Zoho Click, they can have a discussion among all of our Zoho, all of their colleagues as to if there's any kind of particular change that has to be made. And then, they can actually, to be, going back, they can store that in Zoho Work Drive, which is kind of a repository for all of the documents. Then you can go ahead and have that shared among different people using Zoho Click. And if you want to go ahead and further send it to your customer, you probably have to switch to Zoho Mail. And if you'd like to go ahead and set up a meeting with the customer, switch to Zoho Meeting, and so on, and then come to CRM. So usually this would have been a flow, right? So if you get a Workplace, when it comes to Workplace integration, all of these things can be interrelated. So let's take a look. So starting with Zoho CRMs and Zoho Click app integration. So coming to start with, so when they get an inquiry from the website, how do we share it among all of the different users in the organization? So how do I share CRM records such as leads, deals, or products with the team members in the organization? So for that, let's suppose I've got this inquiry right here. We'll take this as an example. I can just simply click on this 3 option right here and use this option for share via click. So here I can add an added message from my end as to what I want to convey. I can then further notify it to a particular user or a particular channel on Zoho Click. So this way I can easily circulate the data among different users in my organization itself. Moving on. Analytics. So I'd like to see the different types of reports or dashboards. How do I go ahead and share that? So we need to go for the analytics module here. and any kind of any kind of reports or dashboard over here. Let's say, for example, I've created a dashboard where I'm actually measuring the target that I was supposed to create, the lead generation target for this particular year. And I've already exceeded about 200. So that's pretty great. So I'd like to go ahead and share it with my users over here. So I can click on this three dots right here and click on share data with Zoho Click. Again, I can go ahead and leave a message right here and go ahead and notify it to a particular user or channel. So anything that is feasible for me, I can go ahead and do that. Further, let's talk about workflow automations. So now let's imagine that you're actually you're probably not on your CRM, and you are trying to, probably you're out of office or maybe at work if you're, if you're gone for a break or something, but you'd like to get notified every time there's some kind of a lead creation happening. So here, what we can do is we can create automations. So for that, you go to the setup icon under automations in CRM, you can go to workflows, and here you can go ahead and create a workflow rule. So let's say if I've created a workflow rule here that whenever a lead is created, I'd like to go ahead and send out an email notification to them, right? So along with that, if I'd like to notify myself or somebody else on Click, so I do have an option to notify via Zoho Click notification. So this way, even if I'm not on my desk, I get a notification on my Click anytime that there is a lead being created. Please go back, please start working on that particular lead. Or I can go ahead and create conditions also. So if a lead is created with an annual revenue of more than 50,000 rupees, so probably a more priority customer. So that way I can stay updated all the time, right? So using Zoho Click's workflow automation, that's going to be of great help. Next, let's say that I want to go ahead and have a meeting with the customers. So how do I go ahead and share their meeting with them? So I don't have to go ahead and switch to a different application to do that. I can simply go to a particular record, and let's say if I go to a module, I can go to one particular meeting. Let's say this meeting that I have with one of my customers, Adi. And if I'd like to go ahead and share this meeting that somebody else has to go ahead and join as well, I have an option to go ahead and share it with Click. So now you must have seen that I've done so many activities right here without having to switch my CRM application or go to another tab, nothing. So all I did was I just went to the actions button, and I had an option to go ahead and share it with Click on all of these different actions as well, right? So that's what sharing meeting with does. So next important thing that we can do with the workplace integration is integrating our email. So email conversations, we all know how important it is, right? Because no matter how advanced we have become, email is going to be one of the standard ways of communication, right? So if you are conversing or if you're having a conversation with your customer over email, so we need to have a record of what is the conversation. Now imagine that Zilker Travels, any kind of travel inquiries that they're getting from the website or anything. So there are so many users in the organization. So whatever inquiry that they're getting from the website, individually, they'll start replying to it. But how do a third person know what the particular customer has spoken to another user? So it's very difficult to maintain a track of all of this. So instead, we can go ahead and connect our Zoho mail accounts with our CRM with our IMAP or POP configuration, which is also called email integration as CRM, one of our greatest features, where once you go ahead and connect that application. So now, if, for example, I'll go ahead and show you one of my email integrations that I've done. So using this, I can go ahead and integrate my mailbox here in the CRM itself. So right now I've done Gmail. You can go ahead and do Zoho Mail itself. And once I've done that, I will be able to see all my conversations that I'm having with my customer right within my Zoho CRM itself. So it doesn't matter who sent an email to who. So even if I am sending out an email to this customer or somebody else is sending an email to the customer, I will be able to track everything in this particular place. I just have to go ahead and open the record, and I can see all of the email conversations that have gone back and forth. So this way, email integration, one of our greatest features, where it is going to help us with maintaining not just the emails that are being sent, but also the emails that are being received. So if I'm getting a response from the customer, everything gets noted, or if they get recorded here and under the email related list. Right? So next, sales inbox. So with the email integration functionality, there comes a sales inbox, which can be created inside a Zoho CRM, like the enterprise version of CRM itself. You just have to search for the sales inbox module. So here it lets you prioritize all of your customers. So here you can categorize the different types of emails that you've got. So for example, I have a section that whenever I'm receiving an email from any particular deal, I can go ahead and store that under the deal section. If a customer, if a deal associated that, but then if a customer or a prospect are just sending out normal emails to me, I can go ahead and view them over here. I can go ahead and view the emails that are not actually associated to any person inside my CRM. So for example, I have this email that I've got, and this person is not, the email that I've received this email from, it is not registered in my CRM. Then I have a direct option to create them as a lead or a contact right from here. Right from here itself. So it makes it more easier for me. So to kind of get any kind of inquiries, just imagine that somebody is trying to send out an inquiry to you over an email, not from the website or not from any other sources, but from the email. So how do you go, instead of you manually copying the email and putting that into the CRM, you can just simply go to the sales inbox option, where you can go ahead and see all of this different the different categories that we have, and I can go ahead and use that email to add them directly as a lead or a contact inside my CRM from the email itself. Makes it much easier for me to go ahead and create a prospect inside my CRM, right? And as I mentioned, email related list. If I'd like to go ahead and look at any kind of email conversations that I've already had with one of my customers, I just have to look into my email related list, and I can see basically I can see a record of all the emails that have gone back and forth with the customer. So yeah, right here, I can see that I've sent 2 emails, both of them has bounced, but then any kind of emails, if it is not bounced, I can receive an email from them, and further I can go ahead and I can see the record of all the emails, not just the emails that you've sent, as I mentioned. Any emails that you're receiving also can be viewed here in this particular section itself. So now I'm receiving all of these emails. So how do I get notified, right? So we need to get updated about all of the things that is happening inside your CRM. So for that, if somebody's opening your email, so we have sales signal as an option, where we get notified every time an email is opened, or email is bounced, or email is sent, or all of these different statuses. Because just by sending emails is not enough. We need to be accountable, or we need to track how well our emails are doing as well. So here, if you see that I've received an email, I've got a notification. I see that the email that I've sent to this particular email, it's been opened. The email that I sent to this person has been bounced. So I get notified every time there's an activity about the email. That's called using Zoho sales signals. How do I go ahead and configure that? You can go to this setup icon, and here you can go ahead and search for signals. You'll be able to find that option. And here you can customize when do you want to get notified. For example, let's say you don't want to get notified every time the email is incoming, just uncheck that box. You can go ahead and uncheck it, okay? Similarly, any kind of other activities that are being done with any other integration application. So right now I've connected my CRM with Survey, Campaign, Sales IQ, Desk, all of these other applications also. So any actions that have been happening on the other applications also, I have an option to have them customized, and I can go ahead and notify here, right here, using the sales signal option. So this way, any email that I'm getting on Zoho Mail also, since I've connected it with my CRM, I will get notified here in my CRM. So I don't have to switch to a different application altogether. Right, let's talk about our next topic, which is CRM and WorkDrive integration. So now we all know WorkDrive is a repository of all the documents. It's a document, it's a cloud-based document management application. So where I can go ahead and store all kind of documents. So imagine when it comes to a sales, when it comes to a travel industry, there's so many documents that has to be stored, because for any kind of travel purposes, we would need a lot of documents. And if I want to go ahead and store that, where will I go ahead and store that? So using our WorkDrive integration with CRM, you can go ahead and upload any kind of documents that you might have stored So you can go to the attachment section, and here you can go to upload any kind of documents that you might have stored as a backup in your WorkDrive account and have them associated with any record inside your CRM. So this way, you don't have to upload data again and again, upload any kind of files again and again inside your CRM. You can go ahead and associate with this relevant data or deals or contacts inside your CRM using this particular option. You can go ahead and compose email. Let's say if I want to, if I'm going to send out an email to this particular customer, and if I'd like to go ahead and attach a document, you can go ahead and use this option right here, where you can use Zoho Workdrive as one of the options from where you can go ahead and upload documents while sending out an email to the customer. So this way, WorkDrive integration is going to be of great help. Lastly, let's move on to CRM and meeting integration. So now imagine you're having, you want to schedule a meeting with one of your clients or one of your contacts. How do you go about doing that inside your CRM? So for that, you don't want to ask the customer to join to another application itself. Just go to open any one of the leads and go here in this particular option. There'll be an option that says Meet Now. Just click on that. It is going to straight away take you to the meetings application. Just mention all of the details of what is this call all about. Let's say I say it's a prospective call. So I can go ahead and have the participant selected, and I can go ahead and start the meeting. And if the meeting is overlapping like mine was, I am redirected to the Zoho meeting application altogether. And from here, I can go ahead and join the meeting and have the conversation with my customer right. So this way, I don't really have to switch to another application to make calls or, to meet a particular user or a customer. You can do that from the CRM itself. So in schedule a meeting, all of this can be done using the meetings integration.
Was a very elaborate session from your end, and I'm sure that most of us have understood whatever you've told, and I also learned a lot of things today, and I hope the same feeling resonates with the audience as well. Let me just share the screen quickly so we can get to the ROI part. Just a moment. All right. Now, let's get into the next part of this webinar. Okay. Here, I want to point out first the difference between the before integration part and the after integration part. So we will have an idea how this gets converted into an ROI. Okay. So let's just take for an example, there is a lead inquiry that's coming in. Okay, and there is a proposal you have to prepare for the same. Okay, how does the lead inquiry come in? Let's say it's coming from different platforms, emails, chats, and phone calls, wherever you've given your information. Okay, and you don't have a centralized system to record all of these things. So manually, you're going and entering all of these things in a spreadsheet or a basic CRM tool. So this could be a before integration, but after integration, when you're receiving inquiry via Zoho Forms as it was instructed or as was shown in the demo by the product expert. It can be coming that way where it can be directly added to CRM. And even if it is coming from Zoho Mail, okay, from the inbox itself, you can add it to CRM platform. You don't have to switch between application there as well. From your inbox itself, you can add it to your CRM platform. Okay, and here as well, no manual entry is required because the basic information will be auto-filled in the CRM platform. Then drafting the proposal. Okay, depending on the requirement, you have to draft a proposal, right? So even when you're drafting, let's say you're working on a document, all right, it can have multiple versions depending on the customization the customer requires you to do. Okay, and also if your teammates want to pitch in and they want to also make such edits, okay, you have to have this collaboration tools available for them to also seamlessly collaborate and work in this particular document or sheet or whatever you're working on, right? So in this case, if this document is very much detached from your email platform or your Click platform, etc., like that, that is your chatting platform, then you may end up sending the wrong version. Also, if you don't have the right tool to have a record of all of these changes made by your team, that is again a problem. Whereas after integration, you wouldn't have any of these problems because we'll have Zoho Writer where you can co-edit all of that in real time simultaneously, and you can fix workflows in Zoho Writer. This is very important, where there could be situations when you would want to get few approvals. Okay, in that case, we would have forgotten to send it to the right person, and that will take few minutes of time, and then this will again take time for the person to review and send it back to you. And again, if the person has forgotten to tell it to you that it has been reviewed, again it is being late. Rather, in Zoho Writer, we have a workflow that you can set depending on a person's job. Let's say I have reviewed this and I'm done with the draft. It goes to the next person, and the next person takes care of it. And once after their review is done, the next person. So, like this, you can set up a workflow where you can automate this workflow itself. So you don't have to worry about missing out on sharing it with someone. Okay, and always the latest version is updated on the particular writer sheet or show. And when you share the link will dynamically change, and it will be updated with the latest version. And here, when you share as well, as I already told you, you can give them granular accesses. Now, sending the proposal. The proposal is done. Now, sending the proposal. When you send it, as well, if you're doing a manual job at just copying the link and then sharing it via email, or rather, you can also often miss the context, because if the particular tool, wherever the client information is available, if you don't have the right set of information available there, maybe the latest customization they were requesting you might also miss out on that. The proposal that you send may not be the right thing that they were expecting. And here again, no clear visibility because of the same. But after integration, you have proposal being sent that is straight from the CRM platform using Zoho Mail. And whatever you do, it is recorded in the CRM platform. Let's say calls or chat or mail, all of that is recorded in the CRM platform. So you will know the latest update about the particular customer. So there is no way we can miss out on the latest updates, and whatever we share will be the latest thing they required. Okay. And all of that is logged here, and it is pretty easy to track. And scheduling follow-ups. Okay, now this is the interesting part. Most of the customers or clients, they will require a follow-up. Okay, but it is difficult for us to remember, I sent an email to this client, I have to set up a follow-up for them, or I have to remember to send a follow-up for them if they don't reply. Okay, this is a job you have to keep in mind, but don't worry, you can also automate this using the applications. How? Here, let's say if the person does not reply to you before tomorrow, a follow-up has to be sent. That is a requirement. Okay, that can be scheduled as well using our reminder option. Okay, we have a follow-up reminder which you can use, where if the person doesn't reply alone, this will be triggered and a follow-up will be sent. If the person has replied, this follow-up will not be sent. So we have such options in Zoho Mail as well, which you can use in order for you to send out follow-up emails. And you also have integrated calendars. So if you're using a personal calendar and then you're using a CRM calendar, you're using a different calendar, different application. When you're splitting calendars and using, you may tend to miss out on a call or a meeting, etc. That can actually have an effect on your leads, your contacts, your customers. To not let that happen, we have all of the calendars integrated here. You can easily integrate. You can work with one calendar of a particular application in a different application. So that's how the sync works. So this is after integration, what you can achieve. Then we have tracking and closing the deal. This is the last step now. So to close the deal, what are we doing here? In a disconnected system, we are manually again updating the CRM, and then we are again chatting with them via emails, chats, and files. And it is very hard to get the full context here, because we are doing this across applications, and none of this is being logged in one particular platform. And this is again lacking the real-time visibility. Whereas here, after integration, all the interaction is logged in CRM, and it is clearly visible, and you are able to give faster responses. Now, this is the professional experience that we would like to experience using all the interconnected tools. Now, let's talk about the ROI. Now we know where we are saving time and where we are saving the energy, right? So here, faster lead response time is achieved because the average response time, if you are not working with connected tools, it could take about 3 to 5 hours, because you have to check the logs across application, talk to individuals, get the right information before you talk to the customer. Whereas after integration, all of that is available in the app itself. The app does half your work, and there you just have to see the information, get your thoughts on what response has to be given. Within an hour, you can come up with the right response, depending on whatever other information that you might need. So within an hour, you get to send response, that's faster response time. And the ROI part of this, up to 70 to 80% reduction in lead response time. And this is going to increase your lead to booking conversion rate as well. Then we have proposal turnout time. Okay, so when we have proposal turnaround time, here if you are creating a proposal, okay, when you're creating as such, you might need some feedback, you might need somebody to give you some edits, help you with some edits, and then you also have to send it for reviews and approvals, and then you have to send it. Okay, in this case, if you're all using disconnected systems, and you will have to manually share, let them know you've shared it, and then ask them to review, and then they will review to give it back. So this whole process might take 2 to 3 days for you to get a proposal ready. Whereas after integration, this is all automated. Whatever you have to do manually, it is all automated. Okay, where you can create the proposal, let everybody simultaneously work on the particular write or sheet or show, and you get to see what changes are happening as well. You will be the controller of the particular document. Don't worry, nobody else can take that control. But you get to work with all of them simultaneously, and you get to share automatically using the workflows. So when you've done with your job, you can say, I finished the draft, and it'll go to the next person for review automatically, right? And they'll be notified via email as well. So this notification job is also cut short here. So here the proposal collaboration happens in real time, and the version control can be controlled anytime you want, and the approvals via workflow can be achieved as well. Now talking about the ROI in this slide, almost 60% faster proposal delivery, because most of the things that we do manually is being automated here. And this is going to reduce internal efforts by 40%, and it's going to boost client confidence as well, because whatever proposal they receive, it's going to be the latest version, and you're not going to make any changes on that in the future. Improved internal coordination, which is very important as well. Here, before integration, we have miscommunication between teams because there is duplication of work. Somebody thought this client hasn't been handled yet because the client has reached out in chat and email. Somebody is handling chat, somebody is handling email. None of this is being logged in a particular platform. So there could be a lot of chaos. But after integration, we have one connected workspace where all emails, chats, files, CRM is all available in one roof. And all of this is being logged under CRM as well. So you can never miss out on the client's context. And when this is there, we have about 50% reduction in the task duplication, or maybe in situation when there is no work done at all, because somebody might think he would do the work and they might think she would do the work. So in this case, again, you would miss out on the task entirely. This can also be reduced by this particular integration. Okay, and this is going to leave you with fewer or even near to no errors, and this is going to improve the reputation to a higher level. Then we have increased team productivity. So when we talk about team productivity, first, the time spent in switching the tools, that itself is huge, right? We'll be switching the tools, and then we will have to get to the profile of the particular client, and then we have to see the information, and then we have to go to the next app and then get the information from the next app. This searching, this navigation, this app switching, all of this is quite exhaustive, and that itself is going to consume a lot of time. Okay, but when all of the tools are just found one platform, this switching business is totally cut short. Also, when you visit the client's information, all the information of the client is available there itself. You don't have to switch between the information as well. Now, when you're having such a connected tool found under one roof, it's going to save up to 5 to 7 hours per employee per week. This is an approximate value, but you can imagine what we are trying to achieve here, where we are letting you know that how much of this integration is going to be beneficial for you. Higher deal closure rate here. You have about before integration missed follow-ups, inconsistent proposals, slow approvals. All of that can be happening before the integration, and this can actually cost your deal closure rate. Okay, where after integration, every deal is tracked end to end, and there is faster touch points and better experience. And when we talk about the ROI in this particular slide, we have about 20 to 30% of increase in deal closures because we have absolutely no errors done, and we also have all the information available in this platform for us to have the information that we require in order for us to go forth with this particular deal. Now we have the ROI breakdown. Okay, this is just a chart for you to see the overall view of whatever we have discussed as of now. We have the lead response time. Okay, for that we have a 75 to 80% faster response that can be done after the integration, and then you have proposal turnaround where we have 60% of faster delivery. Then internal coordination, for you to coordinate and work with your team, you have 50% reduction of duplicacy of work and also 0% of no work done at all. Team productivity, where you have 5 to 7 hours being saved for each employee per week at least. And then we have deal closure rate, which is 20 to 30% more deals closed. So all of this can be achieved by this ROI. All right, now we're going to go to the next topic, which is Trident, which is a native application of Zoho Workplace. And why exactly did I bring this into picture is I want audiences who are favorable in using a desktop application. I wanted you all to know there is Trident for Zoho Workplace. Here you can use this application, you can use this desktop app. And this is designed in a way where you can improve your productivity, you can stay organized, you can switch between application, and you can multitask as well. So here again, you'll be able to add multiple accounts, okay, and you can manage them. And also you have widgets, okay, as you can see on the right pane, you have the CRM widget added, right? So you don't have to switch between your CRM tool as well. You get to have them as a widget added to your desktop application from where you can access the same. And here, if you wish to add a contact, for example, when you receive the email itself from the widget, you can directly add all the information to the contact list of the CRM and you can update the same. So this is your widgets. And then we have Begin, one other topic which we would like to introduce to you. It's quite short. I'd like to call upon Divya. Divya, are you ready?
Yes, one moment. Let me share my screen. Right, so I hope my screen is visible. Right, so thank you, Priyanka. So I just want to quickly introduce you to this, the fantastic solution for a small business, and the teams just getting started with CRM actually. So this is called Begin, which is powered by Zoho CRM. So think of Begin as Zoho CRM's lighter and like a faster sibling. So it is built specifically for small businesses that just need a simple yet powerful way to manage their sales pipeline. So without getting overwhelmed by the complex features, inventories, and everything. So the best part here in Begin is this integrates with Zoho Workplace. As you know that you can able to integrate with email, calendar, documents, and even online meetings all work together from day one. So if you are a business that's just starting to get organized or looking to move away from spreadsheets, so Begin will actually give you the perfect jump start. Now let's just break that down a bit. So this Begin actually can be very much helpful when you can where you can manage all the emails, conversations, or for the contacts, accounts. So right within the Begin account, you will be able to access it. You also get access to the Zoho Mail integration. So any conversation with your customers are neatly logged and linked with the particular customer record itself. So you could also schedule this online meetings directly from your Begin using the events module, and even you can generate the standardized documents like quotes, proposals using Zoho Writer. So that can be automatically filled with customer details. So you can able to get it picked from the work drive, and you will be able to send it over to the customer. And like I said, if you want to share the files securely, Begin also works with Zoho Work Drive, so you can able to send the files via secure links and all. So you can also make sure that it is picked from the record itself. So you can able to select it from the record. So you'll be able to give them the access, and accordingly you can able to exchange the information. So even though Begin is simple, it's far from basic. It gives you just the right amount of structure, automation, and integration to run your business smarter. And of course, when you grow in your business, so you can easily switch over to full Zoho CRM without losing any data as well. So you'll be having this integrations available as well. So if you need any help, you can just contact us. You can just drop an email to support@zohocrm.com. So we will be able to help you with that. So that's about Begin. So over to Priyanka.
All right, we have come to the end of the session now. I suppose there are a lot of questions which we have already answered. There are a few other questions which we might need more information. Okay, so as I posted the help desk email IDs already, support@zohoworkplace.com and support@zohocrm.com. You can make note of these email IDs and you can reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to provide you with more assistance if you reach out to us via the email ID after this. Okay, thank you so much for joining this session, and I really hope the session was fruitful to all of you. Bye-bye.